Okay, yeah, so I guess we're gonna get started. So we're gonna be listening to Kissland today. I've owed you guys this reaction for a minute now. I say that I feel like during almost every video that I've owed it to you guys for a minute, but that's just because it takes me so long to get to these reaction videos, you know what I mean? I always feel like I owe it to you guys for so long before it finally comes out, but today's the day. We're streaming it today. I'm gonna be doing it live, but I'm also recording right now. I'm hoping that the recording doesn't lower the stream quality and that the stream doesn't lower the recording quality. So I'm excited, man. I've heard the I've heard Trilogy, I've heard all of his recent stuff, but I have not heard Kissland, and a lot of people say a lot of good things about it. We're going to be listening to the deluxe version on Spotify. I have no idea what to expect. I don't think I've ever heard any of the songs off of Kissland, so I think it might all be completely new. I think this might be a completely blind playthrough. So yeah, I honestly don't even really know what to say to jump into it. I don't know how to preface this. I mean, it's The Weeknd, so he makes great music, and I expect it to be great, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm gonna put my headphones on, and we're gonna jump into it. Track 1 is Professional. This already sounds so atmospheric and eerie and creepy. Yo, he's singing, man. Like, singing. Strings. Beat drop? No? Oh, okay. Damn. Wow. This is like R&B mixed with like horror, suspense. It's so weird. Mixed with rock. I don't know, mixed with pop. It's such a weird combo. So, what I'm about to say may not make much sense, but it makes sense to me. There's something about this production that feels circular. It feels like it's churning. It feels like a dark, evil carousel of doom. Like, you know, in the first Modern Warfare, that Chernobyl mission where you're at like a carnival, but it's Chernobyl, so it's abandoned and empty and creepy and like a ghost town carousel. That's kind of what this production feels like to me. Or like Dark Carnival from Left 4 Dead. You know what I mean? Like an amusement park filled with zombies. Like Zombieland. Kissland. Oh my god. I think I just nailed the concept in like 5 minutes, dude. I think I just nailed the concept. This is based off of a carnival filled with zombies. Like the end of Zombieland. That's why it's called Kissland. It's supposed to sound like a horror movie. Yeah, that makes sense, man. I'm definitely getting that sort of vibe. Oh, wait, was that it? Oh, I paused it like 30 seconds before the end. Yeah, Professional's super creepy. I like it though. I really do like it as an intro. It's definitely awesome. Awe-inspiring in some ways. The Town, track 2. You deserve your name on a crown or on a throne. How romantic, dude. Fire. He was still hungry at this point, so he's talking like he doesn't have it yet, which is great. Oh my god. This was kind of a hard left, huh? This kind of took a turn. Oh, bringing then back that same beat from before. Nice. The dissonance here is crazy. Oh, this part right here is so sweet. An acoustic Weeknd album would be insane. That was The Town, right? The Town had some really crazy dissonance in it. It might have to grow on me a little bit, honestly. Some parts of it were a little too harsh, a little too drastic, maybe, my opinion. But overall, it's definitely not a bad track. Maybe a little too long as well. Track 3 is an adaptation. I love After Hours. I love these kind of like tribal drums, but they're super reverberant. No, My Madness is the Only Love I'll Let Myself Embrace is really tough. I don't think I've ever heard a happy song from him. This one just oozes passion and pain. His performance here, he really sounds hurt, you know what I mean? No, but the distortion on the guitar is awesome. Production here is very cinematic too. Yeah. Wow. Ooh, that little note there was spicy, dude. That was cool. Man, those horns hit a little chord progression there. That was saucy, bro. It was a little spicy. Oh, wait a minute. That was a seamless transition, dude. I didn't even realize when Adaptation switched into Love in the Sky. Because they had part of the intro to Love in the Sky at the end of Adaptation. That was clever. Damn. Yeah, Adaptation is lyrically insane. Extremely cinematic. I love the drums. And when the synth horns come in towards the end, it's just that little icing on the cake, man. Love in the Sky. I said I wouldn't pause it after every track, so I'm just gonna let it play out, man. I didn't even realize it. If I wasn't looking at the track list, I wouldn't have realized it. There's like 3 types of open hats here. Synths. Wow. These dark organs. It's like we're in a church or something. We're going to goth church, man. I thought you meant Percocet. I mean the perks that are panned to the left side, the percussion. Is he saying we'll find our love in the sky? That's awesome. Oh, it's literally the name of the song. Stupid. I was looking at OBS. I wasn't looking at the track list there. This is a cool switch up. My cheeks hurt from smiling. That bass is carrying right now. The little bass line. Sound effects. Want to make your music cinematic? Sound effects. We're always in a rush, ain't no time to fuck slow. But even if I tried, it's not something that I'd know. Whoa. This man is freaky. That's gonna be the caption of my next Instagram post. Let me write that down. If only my parents ain't follow me on Instagram, man. I would have so many Weeknd captions if my parents didn't follow me on Instagram. Love in the Sky, fantastic. Super ethereal. Belong to the World, let's go. You guys mentioned this one. Oh, the strings on the left. Yes, let's go. The layers to his vocals. I'm saying, man, it's not... Well, I don't want to say it's not hard to make your music sound cinematic, because it is. I mean, it's something that you have to work at, but it comes down to the arrangement of the song, the orchestration, right? And sound effects. You have to learn to structure your track. You have to learn, okay, these instruments come in here, they cut out here, this sound effect here. I want strings here with, you know, horns, and then I want just the horns, and then here I'm going to sing this melody, here I'm going to sing this melody, but I'm also going to sing it again an octave up, and we're going to layer my vocals this way. Arranging your track so that it has like a seamless progression and tells a story is part of what makes it cinematic. And that's, I think that's the brunt of what it is, right? Of course, sound design comes into it, and having actual orchestral instruments to make your track sound big is, you know, also part of it. But how you put those sounds together is definitely what sets your music apart, right? Having access to all the best sounds means nothing if you don't know what to do with them. So you have to know how to put them together, man. You have to know how to use those sounds. You can't just have all of them going at once. It's going to sound messy. You have to know when and where to place them to give your track that little spice, you know? This track sounds big, but at any given moment, there's a very limited number of things going on. There's just a lot of different moments. I feel like The Weeknd was kind of in his romantic bag for this album, man. Really poetic. They really weren't afraid to go crazy with the drum programming and do different things, you know? Take it up another level, you know what I mean? Live For, featuring Drake. I need Drake and The Weeknd on a track together today. Nowadays, you know? Wow. That's a serious question, cause I seriously question all of you. Just offer the damn flow. Shit. This isn't Drake, this is Jersey, man. That was a great Drake feature, man. It is a little dated, but that's just because he sounds so different now, so it's still a great track. It's some of my favorite production, though, so far on this album. I love these guitars. This is Wanderlust. Live For was really cool. Might be my favorite track. It was nice to get a little bit of a break and you know, hear another artist besides just The Weeknd. I like the Drake feature. I do think that it's some of my favorite production on the album because of how much simpler it is, you know, than some of the other tracks. I like the really big cinematic vibes, but I feel like this one's just a little bit more replayable. It's a little bit more catchy. It's, you know, Wanderlust. Let's go. A little bit more upbeat, right? Crazy bass line, man. Samples, fire, man. Wanderlust is super groovy. Definitely kind of like the most dance track sort of a vibe. Title track, Kiss Land. So I mentioned with the first track, Professional, that it was it Professional? The one that I said reminded me of like a dark carnival, like a haunted circus or whatever. Well, here with these chimes in the background, these like really happy sounding sort of chimes, but this really creepy, you know, singing dark sort of a vibe that The Weeknd is giving off. Again, it's sort of giving me that haunted house slash creepy carnival sort of a vibe, right? Like a psycho murderous clown. This sort of a feeling. Love the hats that just came in. Let's go. I feel like those hats drive the track forward a little bit. You know, they give some added energy. Even the screaming sound effect, you know, is like horror movie vibes. Love what the 808 is doing there. Doom, 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 doom. Wow, man. The vocal chops. So stupid crazy. Oh. Oh. Hey. There's so much swagger to this part. This is what the villain is listening to when he pulls up to the party, man. Nice. I like the flow too. This man said, I make my driver get high, and if he goes under that 110, something about I make my driver get fired or something like that. Better believe my driver will get fired. So he gets his driver high, and then he makes him speed, bro. This man wanted to die. Like, crazy, bro. That second half is absolutely nutty, bro. The switch up, I just didn't expect it. You know, going into that really heavy sort of a vibe. Just talking that shit, you know what I mean? Just talking about what he does at these parties and flexing a little bit, saying that even if you wanted to, you couldn't relate to this. That's crazy. I love it. Love the confidence, love the swagger, you know, love everything about it. His delivery is just so toxic, you know? It's great. Pretty. You've been living out your life as long as you know, and you've been living all alone at home. Girl,
Expectations can kill a simple man. Now it's times like this that I say to my, even if for a short time, baby, as long as you know that when I land you.
Definitely in his poetic bag, definitely in his, you know, songwriting bag. Doesn't get much harder than making a girl feel pretty. That's facts. Really loud Phil Collins like drums, man. It's kind of going on for a little too long at this point, I think. I'm pretty much done with this track. I love the epic vibes to it, but I don't know. You know, I didn't need for it to be 6 minutes long. I think we're gonna skip on to Tears in the Rain. Yeah, this part just lingers for a little bit too long. I'm gonna skip on to track 10. Pretty is a great song. It's just a little too long. I mean, we're still recording. But we were just taken down for a couple minutes by YouTube for copyright violations. So normally when this happens, and we keep playing copyrighted music, we get blocked after every single song. And every time we get blocked, it's for, you know, a couple minutes longer. So I'm thinking, since we're on track 10, we're just gonna listen to the regular version of the album and stop it at 10. Otherwise, we're gonna get blocked 3 more times, and maybe we're gonna get given a strike. So track 10, Tears in the Rain, and then I'll give a like final thoughts on the project or whatever after one listen. We were just blocked again. I'm thinking I'm just gonna finish this track in the recording. So we're still recording. I've just ended the stream. Let me just get this chat off screen. Okay, so now, since I'm not streaming, it's just me and you. I'm a little bit more relaxed, so close out my reaction video. Let me turn and face you guys. Really cool little bass plucks. Super low, very fat sub bass. Something about this portion of the song sounds thinner, and I'm not sure that I like it as much as the previous portion. Yeah, I love the really wide stereo, you know, fat sound, for sure. It sounds more full, sounds thicker. I really like it. Simple little outro here. Yeah, man. It's a cool way to close out the project, honestly. Yeah, Tears in the Rain is an awesome closer. There was that kind of portion in the middle where it sounded a little thin. It sounded like it was just not as fleshed out, and I didn't really like it as much as some of the other portions. You know, I do enjoy the more fleshed out, more developed, wider, thicker sounding parts of the track. You know, more. I enjoy them way more. Part of it sounding thin is also the lack of the bass, I think. Yeah, I still think it's a good closer, but it could have been better without, you know, with a little bit more development of those middle portions, I think. I love this album. I definitely think it's the Weeknd at his most lyrical, at his most poetic, right? At his best songwriting, for sure. Nowadays, he still has lyrics to his music, of course, but I just feel like they don't play as heavy a part, right? I feel like a lot of the time, if he wants to, he can rely on his vocals and the production to make the track what it is. He doesn't have to have solid lyrics. If his track is groovy, really poppy, and has a great vocal performance, the lyrics can kind of take a back seat. And I'm not saying that they do, I'm saying that they can. Whereas here, the production is really good, very cinematic, but, you know, the drum sounds are a little dated, sometimes the bass isn't as prominent, and so your lyrics have to be great in order to stand out and you know, help carry the rest of the song. And I definitely feel like, you know, his songwriting here maybe was at its peak. Very cinematic, very creepy vibes throughout this entire project. I can definitely hear, you know, the horror movie sort of aspect that he was going for. Makes a whole lot of sense. I'm glad someone pointed that out to me in the chat, because it really kind of validates the feelings that I was having, you know, listening to some of these tracks. So I had a blast listening to it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was a little weird because part of it was streamed and, you know, part of it was just recorded. But I hope it was still an enjoyable experience for you guys. And if you enjoyed it, like it, share it with somebody who you think might enjoy it. Support the channel on Patreon. Give me a like or a follow or a subscription or, you know, whatever you feel like. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go find something to eat because I'm starving. I will see you guys later. Take care of yourselves and your families. Until then, stay safe. Peace out.